That's simping, you know? If you're doing this for her and she's showing you no love in return, no reciprocation or very little, yeah, get the hell out. You don't want to be a simp. Okay, so yeah, this is a TikTok that went pretty viral. You can see it's got 3.2 million likes over there. So here's the thing. I saw a lot of comments about like how this isn't how you should treat women, that the basically this what, like 60-year-old man or pushing 60, maybe he's, I don't know, maybe he looks a little bit young, maybe he's in his mid 50s or early 50s, I don't know. But how this guy shouldn't be treating his wife this way because he's being too nice, like he's doing too much, right? And look, you know, she's swatting away his hand. So here's the thing. Seems to be what's working for their relationship. Obviously, if the nice things that you're doing for somebody aren't being reciprocated by them, then no, you should take better care of yourself. You shouldn't do that, okay? But for this guy, it seems to be working for their relationship, you know? The daughter claims that they've got a good relationship. In another TikTok, she does say that their relationship isn't perfect, that they talked about divorce before, and that, you know, their marriage has been real work, you know, and that this is just like the highlights basically, and that it's been only after they've been able to work on their relationship together that it really got to this point. But the thing is that you've got a lot of people who have been hurt and, you know, who are feeling bitter, who they just kind of espouse this poison, right? Like, never treat a woman well, or you're a simp. See, what it is that they take an idea that's good, like take care of yourself, right? Don't be taken advantage of. And they take it to the extreme. That's the problem I've always had with red pill and MGTOW types, where it either has to be you're a total simp, or, you know, you're like some supposedly alpha stud who, you know, doesn't treat anybody with any kind of decency, totally dismissive of their partner, which is ridiculous. That's not going to get you anywhere either. You know, you can pretend that like you're a stud alpha that's just too good for these women, but the fact is that if you've been hurt so bad, you literally have to go your own way, where you're not even being anywhere near women. You're not spending time with women. I guess some guys will say that, you know, they'll date women, but you know, they'll never get into a relationship with them or whatever. It's extreme, man. Way too extreme. You're not going to ever achieve anything by just closing your minds to any sort of possibilities, right? This guy, he's not a simp. Now, if the wife doesn't reciprocate, which we can't tell from this video, we have no idea what their relationship is like, other than this guy is doing what he's doing, right? He's doing what he can, what he feels is right to keep his relationship happy. And I'm telling you, I think she's smiling through that mask. You can see it in her eyes. It's playful. You know, I believe the daughter when she says that she does love it when he holds her hand. It looks like these people have a decent relationship. Problem is that a lot of guys, they'll try to do this stuff that the husband is doing, like right off of the bat. And then when they get walked on, they say, I don't understand. I was so nice to her. And, you know, I gave her everything and then she broke my heart. The unfortunate truth is that if you're too good to somebody right off the bat, you know, you make an effort to be a good person. Unfortunately, that people will treat that as they'll take that as weakness or desperation, generally. That's just the way we've been socialized, unfortunately. You could be the coolest guy in the world, right? Muscular, super handsome, good job. Maybe you don't even have a job. Maybe you're just independently wealthy, right? Super smart, funny, and so on. But if you do this kind of stuff for somebody early on, sometimes even later on, depending on who you're with, then they're going to lose respect for you, which is sad, because that ideal guy who doesn't mind doing these things is being mistreated because what? He's like showing his he's showing his love, his affection. And that's the way we are today. And that sucks. It shouldn't be that way. You can do these things for someone. I totally believe that. You can totally do these things for someone. Maybe putting the shoes on is a little bit extreme. I don't know. I don't know that I'd go that far, but you know, if it works for them. Maybe she has trouble bending down. Maybe she's got a bad back. I don't know. I mean, that's fair. But if it's working for them, then it's working for them. You know, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to treat somebody this way. You just have to make sure that the person that you're treating well is doing the same for you. You know, there's not some supposedly alpha guy waiting in the shadows to come snatch your woman the second you start treating her too well. That's paranoia. You just have to be aware of how you're treating the person. Are you doing too much? If you're not getting this kind of energy from her, like how this guy treats the woman, if you're not getting that, then don't go all in like that. Maybe she's not there yet. Maybe she'll never be there. Who knows? But the idea that showing a woman kindness or affection is going to make you lose her respect, that's ridiculous. Because if doing something nice like making her tea in the morning is going to lose you her respect, then you shouldn't be with her anyway, because that chick's crazy, man. Who wants to be with somebody like that? Like, you have to pretend not to treat her well, or, you know, you have to pretend to not care in order to stay with her. Does that sound healthy to you? No, it sounds like you should be finding a new woman. You should be able to do these things for someone, you know, and she should do these things for you. And if you're not being treated well by your partner, then hell yeah, get out. You should not be doing that. Would be simping. That's simping, you know. If you're doing this for her and she's showing you no love in return, no reciprocation or very little, yeah, get the hell out. You don't want to be a simp. But this guy's not a simp. You know, this guy's not doing it wrong. It looks like. I mean, we don't know for sure. We don't know their relationship. It doesn't look like this guy is doing it wrong because, for all we know, she loves him. I don't know what's wrong with some of y'all. You know, you're so bitter. You see something nice, and you got to turn into this ugly thing, you know? I mean, I get you've been hurt. We've all been hurt, right? Doesn't matter how cool you are, how attractive. Everybody's been hurt. And if they haven't, then that's because they never put themselves out there. They never really took a risk. If you only allow yourself to be at the top of the power dynamic, the only way that you can do that is to not care. That's the only way you can always be coming out on top of whatever the power dynamic of the relationship is. And that's a sad way to live. You know, that's not alpha. That's not even beta. That's omega, man. That's the last man right there. Same for you ladies. I mean, I know I'm talking about guys right now because this is more of like generally dealing with guys. You know, this is the kind of thing that guys think about a lot, you know, is not being viewed as weak or, you know, as too caring or as simps or whatever. Because some of you out there, nice guy comes along, but he's a little too nice. He doesn't really know how to show it right. Maybe he doesn't balance it enough with standing up for himself, or you know, maybe he does a little too much to make you happy, to placate you, and you don't respect him for it. You create a guy that's toxic. You know, this happens enough. You turn nice guy into a bad guy. What this guy's doing is cool, man. I respect this guy. If it works for them, if he's getting the same thing from her. Awesome. There's a lot of like red pill and MGTOW stuff that's becoming popular right now. I think it's important for men to have guidance, but I think that some of that guidance ends up being so extreme that it's detrimental. Like, sure, it can protect you from being hurt, and it can also put you at an advantage in a relationship or dating situation. But the cost of that is that you're pretending to be somebody that you're not, that you're not allowing yourself to care about anybody, that you're so scared of being hurt that you have to force a power dynamic or just straight up swear off women altogether, at least relationships altogether, not even being open to it. If you're getting hurt, you got to ask yourself, what are you doing to contribute to that? Like, yes, if you do something nice for a woman, not your fault. That she if she mistreats you over it, right? That's her. But also ask yourself, what can I do to protect myself from doing that, from being hurt again, without completely withdrawing from like a normal sense of humanity? Because it's not normal to not do nice things for people, to not do considerate things for people, to treat people like they're you. You know, you got to give somebody the same respect that they give you, and vice versa. If you ask yourself, did you do that? And the answer is yes, and that person took advantage of you, then for whatever reason that person didn't respect you. And you got to ask yourself, why didn't they respect you? And you got to figure that out. That's on you to figure out. And if until you figure that out, you got to take a break from dating or a break from women or relationships or whatever, cool. But don't just take pride in oh, I'm MGTOW, I'm going my own way. Come on, brothers, let's go our own way together. I mean, dude, that just sounds sad. That's sad. That's cringy, man. Like, that's not impressive. Doesn't make you a badass. That's cowardly. It really is. I mean, that's cowardly. Oh, that's what I think. Anyway, if you liked the video, please share it with a friend. And if you didn't like the video, that's cool too, you know? Just share it with an enemy. Make them suffer as much as you did.